Hi, my name is Scott, and 2 years ago I had 4 discs in my neck replaced with Pro Disc C artificial discs made out of chromalloy steel, titanium, and polyethylene plastic, little ball and socket joints. I had it done in Bogen, Germany by Pro Spine and Dr. Bernatoli. And so this is my 24-month kind of update video just to let you know how I'm doing. Bit of a mixed bag. Mainly I'm doing really well, and I'm very, very happy still that I had that done instead of fusion, especially with 4 levels. I have full range of motion, up, back, left, right, side, side. All of my my side-to-side motion is back. The downside, though, is that I think I might be getting some stacking on the lowest segment. Not the one that was operated necessarily, but the one right below it. I've got, I think I've said in previous videos, I've still got some remaining neuropathy, radiculopathy, where there are nerves that come off of my C7T1 segment, which is right below the 4 that I had replaced. And it seems that they're getting compressed or tweaked or rubbed or who knows what. I've had x-rays and it looks like nothing really is bad. It looks like all the discs are right where they need to be. I've got plenty of spacing of the levels that were operated on, but can't deny that I've got this tension, this constant kind of little bit of a clawing feeling in my arms and pain and carpal tunnel symptoms. I've had a EMG study on both of my arms and hands recently, and there's nothing wrong with the nerves from my hands up to my neck. But it looks like the nerve signals are being attenuated by my neck itself. So on the one hand, I'm still really happy that I had that done 2 years ago, but on the other hand, it looks like there is an additional symptom that's now happening, maybe because of the surgery of it stacking and putting pressure of that lower vertebrae, or maybe it's just leftover effects from waiting a long time before having the surgery. It's really, really hard to tell. So where I'm at right now is I still am able to do pretty much everything that I want to do. I'm able to ride motorcycles, and if you've seen my other videos, I've been really enjoying a dirt bike. This Italian manufacturer, Beta, riding around out in central Ohio, dirt tracks and woods, and getting to participate in group rides. And that's a lot of fun. Even got a chance to play around on a motocross track, a mini motocross track, doing little jumps and stuff to experience that. And that's a lot of fun. I'm having a lot of fun doing that and maintaining the bikes, and it's keeping me up and active, or at least it has been until the weather now changed. It is November in Ohio, and that means right now it's rainy and cloudy and wet and cold, and there's probably not going to be hardly any more riding to do until spring. So the depression comes in because I'm going to be stuck inside more than I am out. But yeah, there you go. I am working out. I've got a personal trainer that I meet with every 2 to 3 times a week, and they take me through arm and shoulder exercises. What recently I've been trying to do is work on tightening my back up to draw my arms, my shoulders backwards on direction from my orthopedic and local orthopedic. And that's supposed to remove some of the tension and stress on my vertebrae and the brachial plexus nerves that run down to my hands. We'll see how that does. It's not helping at all so far, but we'll see how it goes. I guess what I'm afraid of is that I may still need to have some sort of remedy on the lowest of the vertebrae. Worst case scenario, I have to have either a revision fusion on the bottom level, or I have to have a fusion of the level right below that, the C7T1 joint. And that's pretty tough to access from the front. A lot of times they have to go in the back because there's just a lot of stuff down there. It's real close to nerve clusters and vascular veins, arteries, and stuff. And so I'm really hoping to avoid that. And obviously I'm going to do everything that I can non-surgically to try to treat these symptoms. They're worst in the morning, night, when I'm not distracted by other stuff. They're also especially bad when I have a cold or a flu. It seems like my whole body gets inflamed or swells. That you got that infectious response, that immune response that causes your body to swell and just make everything achy. and that achiness is especially concentrated in my hands and my arms and shoulders and upper chest and neck and stuff. So that's a brief update, kind of where I'm at. What else am I doing? I'm taking that Diflonac prescription NSAID once or twice a day. I'm also taking ibuprofen, probably about 600, 1, 2, 3, I'd say 400 to 600, 400 to 800 milligrams a day. In other words, 2 or 4 pills a day to try to help reduce swelling. I've also been playing around with this stuff called DMSO, dimethyl sulfoxate. Anyway, it's a gel that you can put on your neck, on your shoulder, on your arms, and it has a kind of a strange effect of being anti-inflammatory. And they don't use it in the United States very much. They do in other countries, but it's pretty safe, and it may help a little bit, especially when I've got certain areas that are kind of really swelled up and hurt, and I go ahead and rub some of that on there, and that seems to relieve them just a little bit. Also, I'm using a foam roller still, rolling my back and stretching my neck and head. And in fact, if I don't get in the hot shower and stretch my whole body at least once a day, it pretty rapidly over the course of 2 or 3 days, I start to feel like crap. And if I drink too much caffeine and my body's all kind of hyped up and I'm focused on work and I've got too much activity going on, after a few days it really starts to accumulate, and I feel pretty run down and beat up. So I try to avoid that or work with that, or stretch a lot and exercise. Like I said, I've got that personal trainer to go off and do. So what else? Like I said, I'm active. I'm happy I had the surgery. I'm just a little bit bummed out that I've got something going on in that lower level that's causing radiculopathy. I was hoping that would also be resolved, but I mean, as you can see, as I'm sitting, I have a little bit of the curve of the spine anyway. I've had that since I was a kid, and so that's probably not. How do I do that? Probably not helping. Also having a computer job where I'm focused on the monitor, and I might be here programming for quite a number of hours a day, and then getting up and launching and going to a meeting, and not really exercising as a part of my overall job probably isn't helping a whole lot. And in fact, a lot of other IT friends that I have similar symptoms, and we talk about their conditions and try to convey what I know to help them, and they help me understand where they're coming from. There's a lot of similarity there. So to keep from making this video really long, that's it in a nutshell. Like I said, I'm still happy that I had the surgery done. 2 years later, I've been playing on motorcycles. I've been today I'm smoking meat out in my smoker. I'm spending time with my dog. I'm running around the house doing errands. I'm working out, and I feel good most of the time. If you accept the neuropathy in my hands and my arms. And I still have something going on in my lower back and my legs and things that I might eventually need to get done. And that is the bummer, is that, once you see that you've got some sort of arthritic spine issues, it's a thing that you live with. And it's not something that you can necessarily just, flip a switch and fix it, go through a period of recovery, and then say you're done. It sounds like in my case anyway, it's going to be sort of a lifelong thing. But hopefully this is of help. Remember, I'm not a doctor. I don't play one on TV, and none of the advice that I give you should be taken as such, just additional input. If you have any questions or aren't sure exactly what the hell I'm talking about, go back to the previous videos that I did, especially the first 1, 2, or 3, where I go through the thought process going up to the surgery, having the surgery, the first 2 weeks in Germany, and then coming back to the U.S. Those will probably be helpful to you in kind of understanding where I'm coming from. And if you want to continue following along, feel free. If you want to ask any questions, feel free. I'll be happy to respond in the comment section below. So hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing everything that you can to improve your own health and take care of your own conditions. And have a wonderful fall and winter. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.